Hi everyone, I'm Luke with RMS Roller-Grinder. I'm the territory manager.
And I'm Blake Stanis with RMS Roller-Grinder. I'm the vice president of sales. And today Luke and I are going to be talking a little bit about soybean crush plants and how roller mills fit into them and some of our experiences with that. So why don't we get started on that? So Luke, how and where are generally roller mills used in the soybean crush plants?
Yes, that's a great question. The two most common areas that we see roller mills in crush plants is going to be first in the dehulling, the cracking of the bean itself, and then second in the grinding of the soy cake that most commonly goes to the feed industry.
Okay, interesting. So with that, a common question I know that you and I get is, what are the advantages of a roller mill versus a hammer mill when grinding for the soy cake?
Yeah, so I would say a hammer mill will do it. It's gonna pulverize the cake down to desired screen size. But the most common complaints that I hear is the particle size distribution coming out of the hammer mill is much wider than compared to the tight distribution that you would get out of a roller mill.
Okay, and so that really has more of an effect on the next stage of the process, those that are feeding it. They want that really consistency, and that's where a roller mill plays a little bit better than a hammer mill, or works a little bit better than a hammer mill.
Absolutely. You're able to step it down from the top set, take a small bite, to the second set, and take another controlled small bite.
Okay, interesting. All right. So with that, when you're looking at some of the variables, or when plants are working with the roller mill, what are some of the variables that they can change in order to get peak performance out of the roller mill, whether it's for cracking or cake grinding?
Yeah, so I'll kind of start at the top of the machine, and it all kind of starts with how evenly those rolls are being fed by the feeder mechanism.
Gotcha.
Second would be making sure the gaps of your rolls is even. So commonly we call that your rolls parallel. And third is going to be making sure that your top set is working just as hard as your bottom set, or vice versa. And the reason why that's important is you don't want your top set wearing out before your bottom set, or your bottom set wearing out before your top set. You want even wear through all four rolls of your machine.
Okay, interesting. Thanks for the breakdown of that. All right, last question. Obviously, everyone knows that soybeans are one of the most abrasive grains for milling. What are some of the things that processors and operators can do to mitigate some of the excessive wear on these rolls as they've unfortunately just grown accustomed to?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's quite simple. RMS's endurance roll lasts 3 to 5 times longer than the standard chills that they're currently using.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone listening to us today. If you have any more questions about how a roller mill can be used in the soy processing industry, whether it's for the dehulling, cracking, or cake grinding, feel free to reach out. You can use our website to get a hold of us, call our number. And again, appreciate you guys listening to us today, and I'd love to connect with you and help you out.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.